What's up, guys? Mulix here. Um, I hope everyone's having a great start to their new year. Um, Mine's, transitioning a little slowly. Nothing too much fun shit going around here. First thing you're gonna notice is this new friend right here on my shirt. eBay under $3, external microphone. Um, as you guys noticed in some of my videos, it gets like really muffled. But it's not like I'm holding my finger over the microphone or anything. For some reason, the microphone just gets muffled. And I thought maybe for under $3, I can solve that problem by using an external microphone. So, comes with a little clip. It goes on your shirt, and hopefully, it makes everything a little less muffled. And hopefully, when it rubs against my neck, it doesn't make noise. But I might have to just fix that a little bit. I might have to like pull some of the wire out of it and reposition it, do something with it. But I'll figure that out as I go on and as I use it. Um, Also, I apologize for my lack of videos. It's just to be perfectly honest, I've been watching a lot of Netflix, and I just been saying fuck it to a lot of things I've used to do as my daily routine. And like I said, if I had 1 million subscribers or even 1,000 subscribers, I probably wouldn't do that. I would try to push for a video every day, but you know, you got like Roman Atwood. After an hour, he has 37,000 views, and after a week, I have 10. So you can see where my drive and motivation is lacking a little bit, should I say. But I'm going to try to get back into the swing of things. I got a call back from Jiffy Lube. I have to call the manager tomorrow, so I actually might be starting that job. So that's going to factor into my videos as well. So you will see a decrease in videos if that takes place. But I'm going to try to record as much as I can on my off time for about, for the rest of the month. Then I have to start my community service for the bullshit DWI that I'm fighting, which will be reduced to a speeding ticket once I do my community service. So the days I'm not working, we'll be doing that. I'm gonna try to. I have to do 50 hours, and I'm not. I have 6 months to do it. So technically, I could do 2 hours a day or something like that. But if I can push 8 to 12 hours a day, I can bang that out in a week and just be done with it. You know what I mean? Just do it like a full day. Like 8 to 6, 10 hours. 10 hours. That's 5 days. If I did 10 hours a day. But my plan is to find a place to do my community service where the guy I'm doing it for, the woman I'm doing it for, is kind of cool. And maybe after a few days, she might ask me about, want me to tell her my story, and I'll tell her the whole story, and maybe she'll just sign off on my paper, after a certain amount of days. Or she might say, all right, do 10 hours, I'll sign you off for the 50 or something. I'll be like, cool. But they give you a pre-list of places to go, so the chances of that actually working depends on where I go. I can't just say, hey, I'm doing it for my uncle. You know what I mean? So that's that. Got the truck back last week or so, and everything in the front is squeaking. I don't know if it's the ball joints, control arm, whatever the fuck it is, but it wasn't doing that before. All my tires were rotated. The guy I spoke to who oversees it said, yeah, well, the tires had to come off because we had to get underneath it for the air pump, whatever. So tires are on different spots, but the guy that did the work, the guy that oversees it's not always there. So I don't know if that guy did something, could have done something, because it wasn't squeaking like that before. If you go on YouTube and type in ball joint noise, it sounds identical to what I hear. I tried WD-40 in there and stuff, didn't really do anything. I ran out of WD-40 before I could really get in there. So maybe it's just one side that's doing it, and that's the side I didn't have the WD-40 for. But that's just suspicious to me, because it wasn't doing it before, and then I pick up the truck, and it's doing it. So that pisses me off. And also, there's something wrong inside the transmission now. It was doing this when I first got it, but now it's getting worse to where, like, if you hit the brake, too, like, if you not like braking normally, but if I have to hit the brake kind of hard, if someone gets in front of me or whatever the case may be, you feel something shift, and it doesn't feel like a mount or a motor mount and anything like that, because you can feel it in the shifter. And if the whole motor was moving, I wouldn't really feel that whole thing through the shifter. And I hear like a little clank sometimes. It's definitely inside the transmission. It could be like a linkage or something stupid like that. It could be like $1.50 part or a $50 part. But pulling out the tranny is where the money goes, you know. It's like this one shop, really honest guy, really nice guy. I can tell he's really honest. He did a free diagnostic for me, but it's $250 to pull it and $250 to put it in. So that's $500 right there, just to pull it out and put it in, plus whatever parts it may need. So it could be like a little tiny stupid part, but once you're inside a transmission, you're paying $500 to pull it out and open it and stuff. You might as well replace anything that it needs in the inside. So that bill can easily be close to $800, $900. You know what I mean? So I'm not too happy about that. It's something's worn inside. It could break. So I'm gonna hold off on that right now, because if I do get this job, then it won't be such a big deal to fix it, because I'll have money coming in. You know what I mean? But if I was working all this time I was up here, I would have so much money saved, to where, all right, yeah, just fix it, fix everything. I want everything, ball joints, just fix anything the truck needs. I want the truck 100%. And if I do plan on keeping this truck, I'm gonna have to throw money into it, and it's still surging on me a little bit and stuff when it's cold. If I turn it off and turn it back on, it goes away, I noticed. But I want to know what's causing that, I don't want to have to do that, But, you buy a used truck, and I really should have brought the truck somewhere to have it looked at before I bought it, but I trusted this guy, and he was friends of the family for so many years, did such good electrical work, and I really didn't think I had to do that with this guy, but, he played me, pretty much, and he lied about what the truck needed, unfortunately, and it's a lesson, a good learning lesson, no matter who the person is, you know him for 30 years, you know him for 50 years, your great-great-great-grandparents knew him, the guy, get the car checked out. Used car, used truck, whatever, get it checked out. I don't care who it is. But the plan is still the same, to get out of here in August, end of August, get back down to Florida, start my pool cleaning business, start raking in some good money. And then when that happens, I can either, find a nice, good used truck, like an 06, 07, 08, 09, something that's not too old, and use that instead of this, because this is not, if this can be fully repaired good, then this truck will really last me 10, 15 years, I could keep it a long time. But I have to probably dump at least two to $2,500 in there to really fix everything that's wrong with it, and it's only paid $2,200 for the truck. So, it's kind of sucks that you got to put more money into it than what the truck was worth. But if the old owner would have fixed everything when it needed to be fixed, then it would be in such better condition. But it's not. So it is what it is, and I'm sure some of you guys are tired with the truck stories and shit. So try not to talk about that too much. So my uncle's Toyota Tundra got repossessed because he wasn't making the payments, because there's no fucking money around here. And that day I happened to drop my truck at that transmission shop, so I took my faceplate off my radio. And when I got out of his truck, I was fixing one of his HID lights. The ballast wire sometimes doesn't work. You got to jiggle the wire. So when I jumped out to do that for him, I forgot that my little bag was in his truck with my fucking radio faceplate. And when they came to get the truck, I knew they were getting the truck, but I didn't realize I didn't have that bag inside my drawer right here. And when I realized it was too late. And the problem is, the truck's in my grandmother's name, and she's in Florida. So since he's not the owner of the truck, she either needs to be here, or there has to be like a power of attorneys, all that bullshit, for him to get the truck out, or us to even get into the truck. So if he's not going to get the truck back, then we're allowed to go get the shit out. But I don't know when he plans on paying and getting the truck out, but I want my radio. I just put that radio in, So I want my fucking radio, and I have no radio in my truck. I need that faceplate. And the replacement faceplate from Pioneer is like $125. I only paid $94 for the whole fucking thing. So why am I going to pay more for the replacement faceplate? So I gotta wait it out until this fucking whole thing gets all blown over or whatever, so I can get my goddamn radio out his truck. And that really pisses me off because now I got no radio in my truck, and that sucks. When you're driving around with no radio, that sucks. I reach to go do the radio, and then I see it's not there. I'm like, fuck, you know. But just wanted to do like a quick little video, get some out. And if you have Netflix, I totally recommend this show called The 100. There's 2 seasons. It's about these like people that it's like way in the future, and they like 3 generations were born and raised in space, and now they sent 100 of their prisoners down to Earth to see if Earth's survivable again. And it's a great show. You'll watch one episode and be hooked. So that's where I've been. I've been watching both seasons of that. Now I'm on season 4 of a show called The 4400, which is where these people were like disappeared and then brought back in the future. Not in the future, but years later. And I read that there's no season 5, and that season 4 leaves you kind of hanging. You don't really know like the whole story about it, which kind of sucks because the show was canceled. So that kind of pissed me off. I was like season 3 already, and I found that out. But I'm season 4, about episode 5. There's 13 episodes in 2, 3, and 4. The first season has 6 episodes. I don't know if Netflix is missing episodes. It didn't feel like there was a gap in the story, but I wonder how many episodes season 1 had. Maybe there was more than 6. I am missing a whole bunch of the story. The 4400 season episode list. Okay, there was only 5 episodes. 5 episodes in the first season. Alright, that's kind of weird. That's a really fucking short number. And the rest have 13, 13, and 13. So, that's a good show too, the 4400. But I totally recommend watching the 100 first. Because that show I think is a lot better. It took a few episodes to really get into the 4400. It kind of starts off kind of slow. And it's not the type of show that really makes you want more. But once I start watching something, I like to finish it because I already dedicated time to it. But that's really much it. Tomorrow I gotta go deposit a check, my birthday gift from my other uncle. I think I might open a TD bank account and use that as a funding check to keep that like 200 in there, like emergency 200, because right now I have Teachers Federal Credit Union for a free checking account, and there is none of that in Florida. So, if I open that account here, I can at least have a TD account to go back down with. There's TD all over the place down there. But that's really it. So hopefully this microphone works decent. Hopefully there's no scratching on my neck, because I'll know right away when I watch it, and that would suck. But now I know to reposition it for next time. But went to CVS, and I got me another box. I didn't pay for the first box, but I paid for this box of the Alterra sleep aid. Out of all the sleep aids I've tried, this shit works. It says to take 2, but sometimes I take 3, and you don't start dozing off, but when you lay down like an hour after you take it and you like try to watch Netflix or something, you'll realize you start closing your eyes and falling asleep, and you wake up because you feel the phone or tablet fall out of your hand or slide off your stomach, hit the floor, whatever the fucking case may be. But this shit works. All natural. There's no hangover, no grogginess in the morning as long as you take the recommended dosage. If you take more than what they tell you to take, you might feel groggy in the morning. Like, I ran out of this shit and I had to take my grandpa's, Ambien. It's like Ambien, but it's not Ambien. And I took 2 of those, and I woke up, I slept a lot. I went to sleep at 4 in the morning. I slept till 3 in the afternoon. It was the weekend, thank God, but that's because you wake up when you realize you still need more sleep because of the medication. This shit, you'll wake up when it wears off. You'll just wake up and you'll be full of energy. This shit really works good. Regular price is $16.99. I got it for $12.99 at CVS. And mine, for some reason, had an extra 15 capsules in it. It's only supposed to come at 30. This one had 45 in it. So I don't know if they fucked up. It doesn't say anything about free on the front. So I don't know if someone put an extra thing in here or whatever the case may be, or they just fucked up at the company. But hey, I'm not gonna complain about that. That's a lot of nights of free sleep for me. I try not to take it every night because some nights it won't work. Like you'll think it's working, but it doesn't work. Um, Last night I took the other shit, one of the other pills, not two. Day before yesterday I took two. Yesterday I took one because Uncle only gave me one. But this shit I'll probably take three. It only says to take two, but I always take three because I don't give a fuck. I know what works for me. So sometimes I try to take two, but I take three. Like, if I take it tonight, I won't take it tomorrow night. So I don't want to build tolerance to it. And it says if you need it more than 4 weeks to consult a doctor. And I'm not trying to, like, be dependent on sleep aids. I don't want to have to use a sleep aid to sleep every night. Another thing I recommend is earplugs. I have a whole ton of these left over from when I used to ride motorcycle. And when it got stolen, I was left with a whole box of the 3M classic earplugs. I like the other ones. I forgot what they're called, but these work good too. You just roll them in your fingers to like a little cylinder like this, and then you just put it in your ear. Not all the way, just when it's in good, and then when you let go, the air starts going back into it, and it puffs back up. See, it's puffing back up already, and then that will seal your ear. And I can't sleep without those things now. When I went down to Florida, I forgot them. I was so pissed off. I had to buy a little box there because there's so much noise in this house and so much bullshit during the day that it really cuts out a lot of that background noise. I still wake up from like doors slamming and shit, but I'll not hear like the fan, something like this making noise, hitting against the glass. I won't hear that, so that's kind of cool. It tunes all that bullshit out. But gonna go back to Netflix now, guys. Oh shit, I got a pizza in the oven. Is that done yet? Oh shit. Oh fuck. Alright, gotta eat this pizza real quick and shit. But anyway, guys, have a good night, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.